Hey, my lilies. Welcome back to Ink and Impact, the podcast for purpose-driven petals, finding their voice in a world that doesn't always listen. Today's episode is one of honor. It's for every woman who's still becoming, for every girl who wrote in her journal and prayed God would make something out of her words, and it's for Zora Neale Hurston, a woman who wrote the truth, even when the world wasn't ready to hear it. A woman who didn't live to see her harvest, but sowed seeds anyway. So today I'm offering a Dear Me challenge, a word of reflection. Let's talk about identity, impact, and the kind of legacy that grows even in silence. Who are you becoming? I think we're all trying to figure out who we are, not just once, but every day. We're living this life while navigating our passions, our families, our friendships, our careers, all while asking the same question, quiet question at that. Am I becoming who I'm meant to be? The choices we make, the way we network, the way we spend our time, the people we align ourselves with, those decisions shape who we're becoming. And sometimes those environments, especially in our careers, can make or break us. But here's what I've learned. God uses every version of you, even the confused one, even the uncertain one, even the tired one. Zora's silent harvest. Zora Neale Hurston was a brilliant anthropologist, an author, a Black Southerner, a woman who gave voice to stories that would have otherwise been erased. Most of us know her from Their Eyes Were Watching God. She wrote unapologetically, using dialect and real-life experiences to reflect Black culture, especially from the South. But even with her brilliance, she wasn't acknowledged the way you should have been, especially not during her lifetime. Her friend Langston Hughes, a celebrated male writer, more than likely know who he is, got more recognition than she ever did. And in the end, Zora died in poverty, in debt, buried in an unmarked grave. She didn't get to see her work bloom, but now her name lives on forever, her voice immortal. And that reminds me of something I said in episode 7 about silent roots. Some of the strongest women in history weren't recognized in their time, but their impact still shaped the generations that followed.
That culture to be dynamic, to have a voice in modernity. The research that Zora Neale Hurston did in Beaufort, South Carolina, represents someone who understands that for people to trust you, you have to be in it. And that's what she does. She joins in with them.
She's playing a drum. At the time, this seemed scandalous that you weren't standing off to one side with your white lab coat and your clipboard noting down what others were doing.
Zora studied her own people, which is not something that is supported in anthropology at that moment.
Anthropology understood itself to be a science. An aspect of scientific inquiry that's really important is to be detached and objective. She didn't play by those rules.
Why your words still matter. I want to tell you this today. Your journals matter. Your voice matters. Even if no one claps right now. The entries you wrote at 16, the ones you wrote after heartbreak, the ones you wrote in a whisper. God saw all of it. Zora may not have seen her legacy, but we're here because of her roots. And just like that, someone might bloom from your words, your story, your life. So here's your Dear Me challenge. I want you to write a letter, either to your younger self or your future self. Now, in that letter, I want you to speak truth and grace. To the girl you used to be, thank her for surviving. To the woman you're becoming, encourage her to keep going. And to both, let them know you're still committed. And I want you to end it like this. I claim this in the holy name of Jesus Christ. And I promise to pursue this path with faith and integrity. I won't give up on you. This one is for Zora and for every lily who's ever bloomed in silence. If this message or episode moved you, if it reminded you of your worth, your journey, your gift, share it with someone you know. Share it with someone you love. Tag me on Instagram. You can now tag the page for Ink and Impact, or you can tag my personal page, Takara J. I want you to tag me with your Dear Me letters or a quote that spoke to you. Also, I'm just going to drop it in there. Visit lilies.com to explore more ways to bloom creatively and spiritually. And always remember, you guys, your voice might not get applause today, but your roots are still reaching. Stay soft, stay rooted, stay writing. I love y'all. See you next time on Ink and Impact.